Alright people, it's been a minute or two since I've done any bike related content on the channel. There's two reasons for that. One, I had a bit of a accident 7-8 weeks ago, ran into some wildlife and as you can see damaged the bike up pretty bad. So been waiting on parts, which has now been the best part of 8 weeks now. But as a result of that accident, I was left with a very sour taste from the whole adventure riding scene. A lot of people ride for their mental health. I would say 80%, if not more, ride bikes for their mental health. You know, they're either got their own demons, everybody's a different, but that's why they ride. So, you know, I've probably been the lowest of lows over the years, a lot of setbacks, and that's why I ride. I've been racing and riding since I was 15. The last 20 odd years been unreal. Had a break for a little while I was married, but then got back into the bikes and have loved it, and I have met a lot of guys. I've been on some amazing trips, but you know, that's why I ride, to keep my mental health up there. So the fact that I copped such a bagging over this last incident, you know, I've been riding for 20 odd years, and as luck has had it, the last 2 years I've had a few accidents, silly ones, slow ones, and big injuries from those accidents. And that's, you know, unfortunately the day of the internet, that's all people can focus on. So, you know, this last accident, I copped a fair flogging from, you know, all these wannabes that need to feed their ego at someone else's expense. And it left a very, very sour taste. Was I ready to give up? Yeah, I was. Was I going to repair the bike? No, I wasn't. You know, I thought to myself, I've done a lot for that industry as far as getting people riding and making good trips and making the trips fun and interesting. Everyone has a laugh. And then to have everyone just hang me out to dry over one incident. You know, the video that went up of it, obviously it's edited to show what people want to see. It doesn't show what happened after the accident, it doesn't show what's leading up to the accident. You know, the personal attacks over the accident, you know, they just were uncalled for. People that know me know that that's not what I would do. You know, there was one mention that I lined the cow up from 200 meters just to boost my YouTube channel. So, you know, those people need to have a good look in the mirror. And you know what, if you've got mates that are getting picked on or, you know, rubbished for no apparent reason, stand up for them. Don't sit back and say, oh, you know what, I was going to say something. That's just as bad as the clown that needs to feed his own ego. So, you know, this is part one of the rebuild of the bike. And that was from my point of view, was to get myself in a mental space where I wanted to rebuild the bike. Unfortunately, it's a handful of clowns, and it's the same clowns that will, you know, feed their ego over anyone. They just didn't single me out. But, you know, you guys need to have a good look at yourself. You know, you don't know anybody's backstory when they're not riding, what demons they're going through or anything like that. So next time you want to sit at home and feed your ego behind the safety of a keyboard, have a think, what would it be like if it was you? You've obviously, the fact that you need to feed your ego, you've obviously got your own demons you're trying to hide or that you're trying to solve. Don't do it at don't try and fix them at someone else's expense. You know, I post the videos and post shit up on YouTube because it makes me feel good. So does it feed my ego? Yeah, I guess it does to a point. But it's more so to show people, for everything that I've been through, you only get one fucking life. So get out there, live it. Anything's possible. So people, don't be that fuckwit that needs to feed your own ego at someone else's expense. You know, this is a small industry. We all know each other. Don't make it awkward. So yeah, you know, it's taken me 7 weeks to come to the point where I want to go riding again because I do miss it. Will I ride in the big groups? And no, I won't. You know, will I do the Facebook rides, group rides and that? Probably not. You know, there's one, you know, the group that this whole shit fight started, you know, the very sour taste over that. So I probably will never ride with that group again. Will I ride with some of the members? More than likely. But, you know, it's a shame that it's got to this point where, you know, I was ready to give up riding, and all over a handful of fuckwits that need to feed their own ego. And we're going to be real about this, people that I thought were mates just left me hanging out to dry. So maybe I'm different. Loyalty on my front point is different. I go to war for any of my mates and then worry about the consequences. So, you know, that's something I had to get my head around, that I think differently to a lot of people. But anyway, so to those people that want to feed your ego, mate, have a crack. At least have the respect. Call me personally. Meet up with me personally. Sit down, we'll have a drink and sort out whatever issues you have with whatever I've done. But if you don't have the balls to do that, then just stay out of my business. You don't have to watch my videos. You don't have to watch anything that I post or look at anything that I post. So just leave it alone. And to the rest of you, I'm coming back, and hopefully we can have some good rides without the crashes, obviously. And yeah, looking forward to getting back on the bike and exploring the country again.